And of course, we will be dissecting all matters tea. To help us with that conversation, we are honored to have with us Director, Kagwe Tea Factory, and also a tea farmer, Benson Njoroge. Welcome to the show. Thank you so very much for making time. Now, before we even get to the details of being a director at Kagwe Tea Factory, let's talk about you as a tea farmer. When did you start tea farming? And also, what can you say are some of the pride moments you've experienced being a tea farmer?
Well, thank you, Carol. And it's my pleasure to be here at Citizen TV. And may I say good evening to all viewers, especially my tea farmers back at Kagwe Tea Factory, especially from a region called Nyandoma. That's where I come from. Now, I started tea farming in the year 1995, and I did my own nursery and I did my own blood preparation. By then, I was not employed. I was doing the work myself. Basically, I'm a farmer by profession. I'm a BSc agriculture holder from the University of Nairobi. And by then, 1995, there was no employment, and therefore we looked for something, or personally I looked for something that would be giving me some monthly income. And I found no other crop than tea that would be giving me regular monthly income that I could base on. Because what happens in the tea industry, we have the number of kilos that you harvest or you pluck every month, and you already know how much you're going to be paid for. So you can work on somebody like a regular monthly income that you can only expect about how much you'll get based on your effort. Mm. Now, that was one of the advantages of tea, is a regular income. Mm-hmm. Your effort determines how much you get, mm-hmm. unlike an employed person where the monthly income is constant. But in tea, you know the number of kilos you get, so you can put more effort in getting more kilos per month, and therefore you can increase your monthly income. The other one is that you can, because of other stockholders in the value chain, mm-hmm. you can easily get a loan, even when you're a farmer. So all the farmers can easily access a loan because they have a regular monthly income. So there are other supporters in the industry, apart from, or more to the regular monthly income. However, there is a major issue in the tea industry, and that is the fact that we don't consume most of our tea. Kenya nationally, we consume about 5% of the tea we produce. 95% is exported. So if there are any issues in the international market or in other countries, it affects the earnings of the farmer, especially what we usually call the bonus, that's the second payment. Even if the monthly income is regular and is constant, the number of the price per kilo, but the bonus you cannot predict. Even me as a director, I cannot predict how much bonus I'll earn this year because it has other influences, especially in the international market. You hear of the dollar lacking in Pakistan, therefore you're not getting the money. Egypt is not having the dollars. There is war in Russia. We cannot export our teas there. There are Sri Lanka and India. They are producing more right now. For example, in the Orthodox market, we are no longer now able to sell because there are other countries are producing better than we are, and they are closer to the market. Therefore, their cost of transport to the market is cheaper than ours. Okay. And therefore, their teas become more competitive than ours.
Naam, inafurahisha namna umeanza vizuri ukasema wakati huo hakukuwa na nafasi ya ajira au kazi. Sasa tulinganishe na sasa. Hakuna nafasi. Unasikiza watu wengi wakisema kazi haipatikani, lakini kwako mawaidha yako kwa yule mtu ambaye angali anatafuta kazi ni nini hasa?
Inategemea maoni ya kila mmoja wetu. Sababu mimi huwa naamini ya kwamba kazi ambayo ninaifanya kwa mikono yangu inaweza nipea ajira. Lakini sana sana kwa wanarika, wanaangalia sana hata akienda kusoma anaambiwa anatafuta kazi ya ofisi. Hataki kuchoka. Lakini kumbuka, kama zao la chai, ni watu wangapi wanakunywa chai asubuhi, saa 4, saa 7, jioni? Ni wengi. Isipokuwa hatujafikisha lengo letu ama ile quantities tungetaka, ile 5% bado iko. Haya, kumbuka tena, hao wanarika venye tumewalea, hatujawakaribisha sana kwa kilimo. Lakini kumbuka kilimo, tunasema daktari utamhitaji mara moja pengine kwa mwezi, ama polisi utamhitaji wakati umekosea, jaji na wakili vile. Lakini mara 3 kwa siku unamhitaji mkulima. Ni vile tu mkulima mwenyewe hajajikubali. Wakulima wakiungana wanaweza kuwa na msemo kwa soko. Huo msemo ndio saa hii wakulima hawana. Lakini kama wangekubali waungane pamoja, hata kama factories tuungane pamoja, tunaweza kuwa na msemo kwa soko. Saa hii hakuna factory moja ambayo iko na msemo kwa soko. Sasa mwenye ako na msemo kwa soko ni mkunywaji chai. Ndio unapata sisi hatuwezi sema mwaka huu tutapata hela ngapi kwa kilo ya chai. Lakini mnunuzi anaweza sema nitanunua kilo ngapi kwa pesa ngapi. Mkulima hana ule usemi.
Okay. Now you've mentioned something very important on the fact that we don't consume a lot of our tea, and that poses a challenge if there is a problem with our international market. What can we do locally to increase more awareness so that we are able to increase that percentage to keep ourselves safe?
Yes. I happen to come from the generation where we used to have adverts in radio or on radio. We used to hear Fahari ya Kenya, Fahari ya Kenya. Where is Fahari ya Kenya today? In the media, do you hear it? In the radio, do you hear it? Probably somebody went and slowed down on the local marketing or local sensitization. You walk into a government office, the first thing you get is a tea bag. And very little of that. You go into hotels, you get non-Kenyan tea or blended tea. Yet we pride ourselves as Kenya, we have very good quality tea. Why are we not consuming our tea? One, I would say, is people may not be aware of the benefits of tea. Have you ever heard people talking about the benefits of tea consumption?
Shikilia papo hapo tutarejea, lakini kuna mengi ambayo utaendelea kutueleza. Kwako mtazamaji usikwende popote. Amesema vizuri sana, mfalme awepo, yule mwalimu awepo, wote mwisho wa siku tutamhitaji mkulima. Tuende katika mapumziko kidogo, tukirejea tungali tupo katika mdahalo huo.